Hey, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. As always, it is Nick here, back with your daily crypto news and analysis. And today, we are going to be talking about Ripple and XRP, more so specifically why it will become the $156 trillion standard. And it is going to be discussing the idea around why XRP could be worth well more than $10 plus per, and also a lot more information. We are going to go over a few reports that recently came out going back to even November, but also what we have in front of us right now that we could really kind of discuss about with XRP and what Ripple is trying to do as well. So with that being said, I put out a tweet earlier yesterday and I said the main reason why I continue to stack XRP isn't because I know someday it will trade at $10 or more. It's because I know that XRP is perfectly positioned to be the bridge for $156 trillion worth of cross-border payments. That value also continues to rise. And yes, the cross-border payment market is projected to be worth upwards of $200 plus trillion by 2025. And as Ripple continues to expand with their on-demand liquidity mechanism, it makes more and more sense to not only accumulate XRP under 50 cents, but also to I always say, like, a lot of people kind of look at the price action of XRP and they're so upset about it. All right, XRP has never made a new all-time high, since 2017, 2018. But think about that. That's 4 years, right? That we've had this opportunity to accumulate XRP under its all-time high. And again, when XRP did go to an all-time high in 2017, 2018, nobody knew what was actually happening. There was a lot of speculation on what could happen next around XRP. There's a lot of speculation on, what Ripple was doing with XRP. Now we know. Now we have all of the information. Now we have all of the facts. And there's also another huge catalyst behind XRP, which, guess what that is? The SEC lawsuit, which we will address in this video as well. Now, let's actually talk about the standardization around XRP with cross-border payments. So Ripple's end goal is to position XRP as a bridge currency, but also to solve a multi-trillion-dollar problem. And we actually do see over here from RizXRP posted this quote from Brad Garlinghouse where it's saying, "We are going to drive a massive demand for XRP because we are solving a multi-trillion dollar problem." A multi-trillion dollar problem. And I want you all to understand that when we really kind of look at XRP's value, I know a lot of individuals confuse the idea on like what XRP will be worth per because of market cap. Anytime I talk about XRP going to $10 plus, everyone always comes up with the idea on like, okay, well at this price it will be worth this amount of dollars in market cap. That's so unrealistic. It will never happen like that. Blah blah blah. And I want you all to understand that when we actually look at what Ripple is doing, when we look at what XRP's main focus point is from Ripple's point of view, it's changing the way that we perceive value, how we transact value, but most importantly, how we settle value. Because don't get me wrong, mechanisms like SWIFT and other major payment mechanisms out there as well have changed the way that value is moved, right? I mean, the way that we see messaging has been, fully upgraded. We could see transactions being made in seconds, but the problem is settlement. And I just talked about this the other day, actually. With what Ripple has solved with XRP to settle transactions within 3 to 5 seconds, it is something remarkable. It is something revolutionary to the financial sector. This is why when we look at that cross-border payment market, although, yes, we talk about it quite a bit, it's just one major market. It's just one major opportunity for XRP that's worth $156 trillion. Think about that. Then, of course, yes, you add on all of the other major focus points. You talk about tokenization. Then we see a lot more money being, at stake. And I do think that when we look at those valuations, when you look at the value of some of these markets that Ripple is going after, and they are positioning XRP to be the main solution for those problems, it gets me very, very excited for the future of XRP. Now, also, we just seen Cindy Young, who does work for Ripple. We see her announcing, "I'm genuinely humbled to have been elected to join the Payment Association Advisory Board. Thank you to everyone who voted for me, the opportunity to advocate on behalf of the UK payments industry is one I will seize with both hands. And yeah, this is something pretty exciting because when we look at the names associated with this, shout out to Jordan Harry over on Twitter, but we do see, whilst the rest of the world was distracted, Ripple continues to make moves. Sandy Young, UK and Europe MD at Ripple, has recently joined the Payments Association's advisory board, and she's in good company. Now, here are a few of the names here. Now, also, want to really quickly address the fact that MasterCard was also a huge speaker at the Ripple Swell event in UK. Very interesting to see her side by side with the Senior Vice President, FinTech, Digital Partners, and Government at MasterCard. Very interesting. But we also do see Accenture, giant of a name. We've talked about Accenture in the past. We do see NatWest here, Private Money, and then Santander. But also, we've seen a ton of other members that were a part of this because these are the newest members of the advisory board. Check out all of the other ones as well. This is absolutely crazy. We do see NatWest Group, Global Processing Services, SkyParlor, Curve, Coin Payments, LHV, PayPoint, Trust Payments, the head of Europe Banking and Payment Solutions, FIS. FIS is a giant name. We've talked about them in the past. Nationwide Building Society, PXP Financial, MEXC, Visa, and also Banking Circle. So these are some of the largest names in the game. And we do see down here that in our mission to empower the most influential community in payments, where the connections, collaboration, and learning shape an industry that works for all. And everyone is still doubting where Ripple is positioning XRP. Ripple knows what they are doing. Listen, I don't rely on Ripple to bring value to XRP. I think that XRP itself, with the XRP ledger, is plenty enough of value to really kind of be derived for XRP's valuation. But with what Ripple is doing with XRP as well, it will send XRP well beyond the means of what anyone is really kind of, realizing. A lot of people think that XRP is going to top out at, $3 to $5. And then there's also people that think that XRP will never reach a new all-time high. There's people that think that XRP is now a stable coin at, less than 50 cents. I mean, I've seen it all. But then you also have other individuals that think that a buyback's going to happen and XRP is going to be instantly valued at $50,000 plus. There's two sides of the story here, but I tend to lean towards the more realistic viewpoint on where XRP is positioned, and that's where we talk about the 156 standard, or the $156 trillion standard for XRP. I think that the cross-border payment market demands a new technological advancement behind it. I think that it's a market that's ripe for disruption, and I think that with what Ripple is trying to do here, what they are trying to build here through XRP is something remarkable. And also, they are succeeding. Going all the way back to November with the Ripple Swell event, I did include a segment of this in a video just recently, but look at the footnotes here. I mean, on a very positive note, we have made some major announcements this week. We've processed $30 billion in payments on RippleNet, both fiat and crypto. We're partnering with MFS Africa to bring on-demand liquidity to Africa, our sixth continent. Down here, announcement part 2, with more to come. Nearly 40 payout partners or markets are live for on-demand liquidity, representing 90% of FX markets. 19 plus new and upgraded from fiat on-demand liquidity customers across the globe. And also, Real Supermojo is live using Liquidity Hub to source Ethereum. Listen, I want you all to understand that these are just the beginning announcements from Ripple. I say it all the time that, a lot of these customers, a lot of these major announcements that we see from Ripple, they're focused on the end goal here. And FlashFX is a partner of them. And we do see a 2022 new value report from Ripple found that 70% of global financial institutions are interested in using blockchain for payments. Perceived top benefits include data security, growth opportunities in new markets, and real-time settlement speeds. FlashFX efficiency, key benefits of using blockchain for payments. Listen, the facts are here. Right? When you look at things happening around payments, it is something very, very interesting. Because initially going back 2 years ago, right? I mean, I was still talking about XRP, but I wasn't talking about it in YouTube videos or anything like that. I didn't even have a Twitter account. I was more so just in crypto for the sake of crypto. And, I originally remember Ripple being positioned to kind of disrupt payments. There was a lot of announcements from like 2017 all the way to 2020 about what was going to actually happen. And then all of a sudden, we seen something change. And we've seen a lot of discussions around legality problems with the SEC, and then from there we've seen Ripple really kind of just streamline adoption and streamline the idea around what crypto is going to do for businesses. And I think going back to even 2020, there was quite a bit of adoption for crypto, but going back to 2017, 2018, it was a very different time. And I'm sure that anybody that was in crypto during 2017, 2018 could also, discuss this as well. We didn't really have a lot of discussions around financial institutions, enterprises, corporations, companies, et cetera, utilizing crypto. We knew that at some point in time this would become a reality, but now we're seeing these reports coming out where 70% of all global financial institutions are now interested in utilizing blockchain and crypto for payments because of the benefits behind it. This is something remarkable because these are giant names that are not utilizing blockchain yet, but they want to. They see the power behind it. Now, how will they get to the point of utilizing, these crypto assets, these crypto processing mechanisms as well for payments? And how will they achieve real-time settlements and 24/7, 365 settlement and, less expensive mechanisms that demand no pre-funding? Well, guess what? We need regulations. We need a settlement. We need clarity for XRP. In fact, utility over on utility for the win obviously says, utility obviously, I should say, he says that the AI knows XRP. And here you guys have it. So tell me about the day XRP gets regulatory clarity. And, I just want to say that when we look at what's happening around this entire case, there's something remarkable happening behind crypto as well. And it's the idea that we're seeing a line forming. And this line includes governments, financial institutions, banking clients, major payment fintech companies that are all lining up to utilize this technology. And we do see here the day XRP gets regulatory clarity is the day that the world's financial institutions can confidently begin to use XRP to streamline their global payments processes. This would be a watershed moment for XRP and for the blockchain industry as a whole, as it would demonstrate that blockchain technology can be used to improve the efficiency and security of the world's financial systems. Everything that we have seen around crypto to this day is centered on this moment. This will change everything. And also, there's a significant quote around this as well from Bob Way. If you guys don't know who Bob Way is, I highly advise you go look him up and do some research on him. He was around the early days with XRP and Ripple, and we do see from Anderson, this tweet lives rent-free in my head. Nice find. That is exactly why the term has become so popular. Once you have atomic settlement via two central banks, which, by the way, if anybody doesn't know what atomic settlement means, and just the idea of having two central banks be able to have near instant settlements with something centered at the focus point of the middle, the bridge of it, being able to settle that transaction in seconds, it's a huge opportunity. And we do see here the game is over then. Every other central bank will follow. Otherwise, their country would be at a significant disadvantage. Having that opportunity around payments, having that option of having that bridge currency centered at the focus point of payments, disrupting the entire food chain and unlocking efficiencies that these financial institutions want. I mean, you can see it over here. You see the increased data security, improved data quality, opportunities to expand to more markets, real-time settlement. All of this, everything on the screen is centered on what Ripple is doing and where they are positioning XRP, but also once we see companies starting to move towards this and we see other companies trying to achieve the same things, guess what they're going to do? They will have no choice but to adopt this technology. This is why I say, when we look at what Ripple is doing, when we look at where XRP is positioned, there is no way in the back of my mind that Ripple and XRP will not corner this $156 trillion market. And it is going to be very exciting to watch being an XRP investor, but also being a part of crypto, because crypto is going to play a vital role in the entire global disruption of the financial and payments market. And this is very, very exciting, especially if you have been in crypto for a while. So with that being said, I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys did, definitely leave a like, subscribe, to notifications on because more free content. You guys are more than welcome to follow me on Twitter and join the free Discord down in the description below. As always, up to you all. Have a beautiful day, beautiful night. Wherever you guys are on this before, this has been Nick. Peace out, guys.